Hi, everybody. We're live. I need to do like a 30-minute video. Just chatting about things. I also have to set up my stream stuff, and I got to do all that stuff as soon as I'm done. That's my next thing. Tonight's at 4:20 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be live on YouTube and Twitch. We're going to be doing some GTA RP unscripted roleplay server. Do a little of that. I'm introducing a new character called Brad Feelgood, who has a little bit of a tragic time and needs to get away from his settings. So we're going to bring him into unscripted. I think it'll be fun. I think we'll be good. We need to make a little bit of money with him and do that stuff just so we can eat. So he's going to be kind of a character that doesn't like to grind. But we'll, do some stuff to get a little bit of money and try to coast by. So, I also have a new keypad that I'm going to try because my hands don't do well with keyboard and mouse. I cannot do the S key to go backwards. It's my fingers just will not do it. I have the worst time. So, I bought a keypad that has like a joystick. We're gonna see how that works. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We're gonna see how it works. Unscripted is what purple used to be purple. I don't know what's going on with purple anymore. I don't even know if they've come back online. They have not. So they have not come back yet. So unscripted is basically purple RP, but with under new management and seems to be doing pretty good actually. So seems to be doing pretty good. They have a Discord if you guys want to go. If you've ever thought about doing GTA RP, you can put in an application. Just remember that they want you to talk about yourself. Like, give them a little bit of insight into you as well, not just the character. Yeah. I didn't get through the application process the first time. So just to give you a heads up. And I'm hoping my hands work on this because I really want to get back into the server. My biggest fear of doing this is I don't want to run everybody else's time. So that's my big thing. So we're gonna just a little update on the channel. The last time I was streaming, I got asked by somebody if I was going to do reactions. I am. I'm going to do them in a little bit different of a sense though, because like all the reaction things that I've seen music wise, I've heard all that music. Like it's all music that I have listened to throughout my time because I'm in my 40s. So, and I love music and I was never stuck to one genre. I like dabbled in a ton of music and I had a lot of friends who liked a lot of music. So I got a really good saturation of music and what I want to do is I'm going to react for you guys and tell you what the songs mean to me. The emotion behind them. So we'll probably next week, I'll record my first one. I'm going to do the Beatles, Hey Jude. That has a very, very heartfelt meaning to me. I'm not going to go into detail on this because I want to give you guys a detail in the video. But I'll probably start with that. We'll do some movies too. I'll do my favorite parts of movies for you guys. Like reactions to my favorite parts of movies. I've watched way too many movies. That's my other problem. Like, I've dabbled in movies and music so much that there's not a lot I haven't seen. So I think that would be a good way to do a reaction thing. Everybody usually is like first time watching or first time listening or blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to give you my feels about it because I think that would be the better way to go. So I think that's a cool way to do a reactions channel. Or not, it's not a reactions channel, to do reaction videos. I dig reaction videos. I've watched a bunch. I think they're cool. I think they're a cool way to get stuff out there. I also see a lot of people ripping off other people's reactions channels, which is just disgusting. And if you can't come up with your own stuff, don't rip off other people's stuff. Like, that's crazy. That's insanity. That's why they have that thing that says, is this altered content? I don't believe in using other people's stuff for my gain. So we're going to do our own. We'll just call it Gerg Reacts. I keep everything in the Gerg line. I try to do my My idea for titles for things, or like titles basically for anything, is kind of how they did with Spaceballs. Like Spaceballs the movie, Spaceballs the lunchbox. So everything's just Gerg. I should do it. Gerg the reaction. So, but that's what we're gonna do. Um, I'm not gonna stop doing these. I've been doing a little thing testing. I've been testing out things for Google. But I'm not gonna stop doing these. These actually kind of keep me in a mindset to where I'm focused. Um, and I like doing these. I can go back and watch them. I can set ideas, talk about the ideas, and then I have them, and that keeps me kind of balanced. So we're not gonna. I'm gonna totally keep doing these probably weekly. I'm not sure what days. It just depends on what days I get like time. But I'm gonna definitely keep doing this weekly. So I do a movie thing in Discord every Thursday at like 10:30 to 11 a.m. Eastern time. We watch really weird horror movies. Um, the one we watched yesterday was called All You Need Is Death, I think is what it was called. If you get a chance to watch it, it's on Shudder. You should. It's a very weird movie. And it delves into the point of maybe folklore songs had curses behind them. I think it's an Irish folklore song. It's really interesting. I don't want to give the plot and stuff away because I know people get really angry about that kind of stuff. But if you get a chance, All You Need Is Death. I think because, you know, the Beatles, All You Need Is Love. It's like All You Need Is Death. Check it out. It's a really interesting movie. Don't watch it around kids. It's not a good kids movie. And if you want recommendations for B horror movies weekly, I'll probably do the same. So I'll probably do this on Fridays so that I can give you a recommendation of what we watched. So on Thursday. So, but yes, All You Need Is Death. Check it out. It's on Shudder. I gave it 3.5 stars. 3.5 out of 5. You got to remember, I have a very weird, zany sense of humor and horror, so take that into account. If you like my scoring, I'm on Letterboxd. I think I'm on Letterboxd under your boy Gerg or the Gerg. I can't look it up because it's right there. But I'm on Letterboxd. I think on Doris.to, the Gerg.doris.to, you can actually find Letterboxd. I think it's on there. So if you guys have Letterboxd, check it out. I don't do like in-depth reviews, but I'll do star ratings and like stuff that I like. It's been the first movie we watched in that series, because we're doing heavy metal, or Metal May is what we're doing. So it's like all music related. The first movie we watched was called Day of the Beast. You need to check that movie out. Day of the Beast. I think it was on Shudder too. That movie's insane. And remember, none of these are kid-friendly. These are not kid-friendly movies. And these are probably going to be off-the-wall horror. So if you're not into like gory, zany, weird craziness, don't watch them. But if you are, then check those out. So this month we did Day of the Beast and All You Need Is Death. I think Day of the Beast got like 4.5 stars for me because it's a really good movie. And All You Need Is Death has got 3.5, and it's actually very interesting. Now it makes me want to look up and see if people actually try to like find folklore songs and see if there's hidden like meanings in them. I'll have to venture into that little craziness. Yeah. So I'll try to put that up on Fridays so you guys have an idea. I can go back to so I'll go back to April. April we did a movie called I'm Just Effing With You, Fucking With You. We did The Witch Who Came From the Sea, Ouija's, Halloween Night, and Mind Killer. I don't think any of those were really bad. The Witch Who Came From the Sea is a very weird movie. It's very weird. It might not be a movie for everybody. I'm just going to say that right now. The content is very... yeah. Ouija's, Halloween Night. I was hoping it was going to be an interestingly weird movie. It's made by Full Moon Features. I think it's Full Moon Features. Full Moon Productions is a big company. Full Moon Features is the one that does all the horror, I think. It is not a bad movie, but it's not for everybody. And it's about a golden weed nugget. And then Mind Killer was a really interesting movie. It's a very interesting movie. The I'm Just Fucking You With You is probably one of the best April Fool's movies I've ever seen in my life. It has a really cool ending too. So there's my recaps for April and May. We haven't got June yet. June list's coming up. Finishing off May, we're gonna watch a movie called Hard Rock Zombies. If you want to look that up, look it up on Letterboxd. You can get a synopsis on there, and you can also like see what they star rated it. If you want to follow me on Letterboxd, do that. That'd be cool. I love horror. I love interacting with people who love horror. Also, we made it to, what was that? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm bringing up stuff. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not giving you guys notifications, because, of course, crap always has to pop up, right? On the phone. It's phone. Give me 1 second. Let me see what our thing was. Because we just met a milestone. It was 65,000 views. And I appreciate every one of you out there for that. 65,000 views. So we're at 301 followers and 65,000 views, which is kind of awesome. Especially for a person who's just very low on a totem pole on YouTube. Trying to get to 500 subs. If you're on Twitch, it's like following on Twitch. Subbing on YouTube doesn't cost anything. It's free. And you can get notifications from people who you like that are streaming. So if you like what I do, if you like some of my videos, you like my live stuff, you like my uploads, you like these live streams that I do here, if you like any of that stuff, please consider subscribing to me. Later down the road, once we get 500 subs and we get people watching the videos more, then we can start memberships, which is like subscribing on Twitch. So that's whenever you have to, it'll be like $4.99 a month for a membership. And I'll start doing some, you'll get like emotes that you can use in chat, and you'll get some videos done just for you. That'll probably be videos of single player stuff games that I can't beat, so you guys can watch me just get incredibly fed up with stuff. So that's the future of that. I think I'm going to change my schedule. I think I'm only going to stream once a week, probably on Wednesdays. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up to people, and if I can find people to play, we'll either do Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Depending on what I can get people to play, we'll pick that day that week. One day will be for recording solo gameplay or multiplayer, and then the whatever the final day is, I don't do anything. I'll edit and I'll upload. Probably will be Fridays that I edit, and I'll upload on Saturday, so you guys can have something to watch over the weekend. I did notice that a lot of people watch me on TVs. Awesome. I will keep that in my thought process when I'm making videos for you and editing videos, that you guys are watching this on a TV. I'll try to keep in mind that whenever I do formatting. So thanks to everybody that watches. I know that I'm not the most exciting person. I do reactions and do gaming the way that I do because it's all me. I'm not trying to be a character. I'm not trying to overdo things. I'm trying to give you me and just me. You're not going to get some fake Gerg on this. Like, you're going to get actually me. So if stuff's not exciting or I'm not overreacting to scares or anything like that, it's me. Like, I've watched a lot of horror, played a lot of horror video games in my lifetime, and it's really hard sometimes to get me. Now, I jump scare sometimes, boom, I'm done. I'm out. So that's all I gotta say. Nothing against anybody else. It's just that I don't want to fake things for you guys. In RP, I'll be a different character. But whenever you guys watch my stuff, I don't want to fake it for you guys. So like, I don't want to be a fake character for you guys. So you're just gonna get me. So hopefully you enjoy the ride. Trying to think of other things that I want to hit on. I'm gonna start doing some Q&A stuff. So if you want to put questions in the comments of videos and stuff, I'll look at them and I'll start doing Q&A, like some like Q&A shorts, which is kind of cool. I tried to do one last night and it didn't work, so I'm gonna have to cut it down. I was gonna do a Q&A about doing reactions, and we are gonna do reactions. So let's see what else is on my agenda. So schedule change, reactions we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more solo games for you guys. I know that I do a lot of multiplayer. That's usually the field of games that I like, but there's a lot of like solo stuff that I want to do. There's a game that I love called Graveyard Keeper that I always like kind of like get stuck in, or like just get to the point where I'm just like, and I just don't want to continue because that game takes a lot of time. I did some videos the last time and I don't remember where it left off, and a lot of my videos got deleted. And I had new videos to do and upload and edit, and I don't know exactly where that left off, so I'll have to try to figure that out. I hope hopefully they didn't get deleted. If they did, I'm just going to wipe that out, restart. We're going to try to do some Dinkum. I'll record that and upload that, because that's not something that a lot of people like to watch you play live. Want to do some Minecraft, probably do some Minecraft and upload that too. Yeah, so any of those games like that, I'll probably do multiplayer streaming, and my solo will probably be games like that. So I'll try to find a couple, like horror games here and there to just, like solo, to just try to give you guys something to watch me absolutely go nuts on, because there's one game that I have that I still can't beat. I can't get out of the house. I'm stuck on it, and I won't go back and play it because it drives me absolutely insane. It's maddening because I just can't get past it. Trying to think of what else. We're gonna do some RP, some more RP. That's another thing I'll probably do live some. And I might do like 2 streams one week. The next week do 1 stream and some recording, and then do 2 streams the next week, and then the next week 1 stream and recording. Because I like live streams. Live streams are really nice. It's a really good way to interact with everybody. It's just the fact that like whenever you do live streams I only have 3 hours that I can play with a day. So like 3 hours there is wasted. Not wasted on live streams, but live streams take up that 3 hours. And I feel bad sometimes, so whenever I do DVD, I like to go in and cut out my favorite parts of the matches. I call them Gerg's cuts. I'm not doing that to cheapen it. I'm just doing it so you don't have to watch a 3-hour stream if you want to see my 2 favorite matches. I don't know how people enjoy that. I don't know if that's an enjoyed thing on the channel. But it gives me an option to play 3 hours of DVD live and then show you my favorite matches from those live streams. And I have another one that I need to upload soon, so I'm going to work on that one. I got to edit it. But I think that's a cool concept. That's kind of like a producer's cut or a director's cut in a movie. It gives you guys an insight into what I thought was the best matches. And I'm not always going to live in them. Like, that's not how I like DVD. I don't play DVD to live in that game. I play DVD just to have fun and be crazy. And there's a lot of killers in that game that are way better than me. So I don't go into that game expecting to come out alive. It's just not how it works. So I kind of play it. I kind of play it to that extent. I kind of play it to where I'm not expecting to live in that game. And I'm not like overly angry that I don't live in that game. I mean, live as a survivor in that game. I just try to go in and have fun. If you play DVD and you go in constantly wanting to win, either side, killer or survivor, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't play it. Just don't play it that way. Like, it's just going to get frustrating. If you go in just wanting to play it and just to have fun, just to be crazy and just be fun, you'll play that game a lot more. Like, it's so much, it's better played as a fun kind of little run around interactive thing than it is to be like headstrong serious about it and be like, I have to survive every match and I have to kill all 4 survivors every match. Just like, enjoy. Sorry, I'm getting a sore throat. I don't know what that's about. A lot of stuff going around in the area. A lot of cold, a lot of sickness. My fiance works at a daycare, so she actually owns a daycare, so get a lot of that. I got grandkids, so I get a lot of their sickness. So not sure what's going on. Started getting a sore throat a couple days ago, yesterday, and I can still feel it. Still there. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to do some React videos. I think it would be a cool little thing. I've always wanted to do React videos and give you guys an insight into me because I love movies and music. I always have. It's always been an escape or like a momentary pause that I can just enjoy something and not have to worry about life. I don't know if anybody else does that. It's kind of an escape. I really want to go back through and see if I can get my favorite moments from Stranger Things, because season 5 is coming out, and that is the last season. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I really want to do Stranger Things. The other thing I want to do is I want to do the Lord of the Rings one on Amazon. I would really like to talk about that and react to my favorite parts of that, because that's a really interesting show, and I've grown to love that show. But we'll see. That's a lot on anybody's plate. You can't take on too much. You'll just start hating like doing anything. So, oh, by the way, guys, if you watch GTA RP and you know who the clowns are in No Pixel, they have a Trevor Project shirt right now. I think they were at 42 or 43 of them. They want to get 50 of them to donate to the Trevor Project. I put this link up on all social the other day. I'll put it up again later today. If you could go buy a shirt and show some love, that would be awesome. It's so cool. Like, has like Chatterbox, Kirk Jerkums, Nikita's on there. My brain right now just flexed and I can't think of her name. Mama Tessa. So it's Tessa. There's all the clowns are represented here. Twinkles, Happy, everybody, Dumbles, every one of them. They're all representative there. And a lot of the names I can't remember. Osvaldo's on there, Hazel or Derpy's on there. Like every one of the clowns is on there. So go show some love and get a clown shirt. I don't know where they're at on the thing, but like this is a really nice shirt, really good quality. I love it. It's got all the clowns holding the heart flags, which is really nice, and it's a heart around, and it says the clowns love you. And Gerg loves you as well. So just a heads up, Gerg loves you. In the comments, if you need to chat, if you need to talk to somebody, we have a Discord. You can go in there. People are in there. We'll chat with you. I know it's hard sometimes. To find a place that you can actually go to and interact with people and talk with people. But a lot of the people in my Discord found me in that sense. I know the light. I'm sorry. I could block out the light. A lot of people in my Discord found me in that sense, and I do like to talk to people. I cannot message directly back all the time, but I will try to get back to you. There are people that you can chat with in Discord. In my Discord, we are numerous people of different everything. So you definitely can find at least somebody who has the same feelings or same structure as you. And maybe people that are mid-ground and just talk to everybody like me. And it'll give you an ear to chat in with or chat to so that you don't feel like you don't have anybody. Because feeling like lonely or alone is a terrible feeling. So, and there's also numbers you can call, by the way, if you need to talk to people. Do not be afraid to talk to people. When people are afraid to talk to people and feel like they're like, bothering people, that's whenever bad things happen to people. And don't ever feel like you're a burden. Even if somebody doesn't get back to you instantly, you're not a burden. It's just that person has things to do. They will eventually get back to you. So just keep that in mind. If you do go to Discord, join the Call to Gerg channel. Do not direct message me. I do not take direct messages just because of the fact that like I get so much spam on there. It's not even funny. I get a lot of people who wanna do artwork for me and who want me to play their games, and it's usually all scam stuff and you know, virus options for links and stuff like that. So I do not do DMs unless I know you personally. So join the Call to Gerg Discord. I think it's the gerg.doris.to has that. And you can join the Call to Gerg Discord. If you want to know why the Call to Gerg, it's fake. Whenever I was in high school, somebody told me that I was a very beloved person and I knew everybody, talked to everybody, and I should be a cult leader. And I hysterically took that as, okay, I should make t-shirts. So I made t-shirts. And then whenever I started streaming, I used the Call to Gerg as my group, as my Discord group. So join the Call to Gerg. We have Cult Punch. And I'm not sure which ones were tainted, but good luck. No, just joking. And that's my zany sense of humor. So remember, kind of funny, slightly demented, and a mediocre content creator. Because I don't ever want to feel like I have to make amazing content. Sorry, I'm adjusting my knee brace. I have a bad knee. So that's a funny story. That's an interesting CMT story. I don't know if I've done that one yet. There's some CMT stuff. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but if you look at the podcasts thing up, I have a podcast. It's not the kind of podcast that you think it is. I based it around a guy who is a narrator. Basically a narrator. He can interact and help ghosts. Gets his butt kicked a lot. And I've done like 10 or 11 episodes. One of them is a fan episode where somebody sent me a thing in and I read it. But I've done probably at least 10 episodes or 11 episodes of that. I have another one coming and I have a couple more coming and I'm trying to get them done. It's just, I got to figure out how to get my narrator voice back. But I want to continue that. It's called Frequency 83. If you want to check that out, share it. I think people would enjoy it. It's a very interesting podcast. You can tell I get better at it as I go and I get more in depth with it as I go. I just had Bing generate characters for me, which I think is cool. And eventually, I just want to do a book of the whole series, of the characters, and pop it in there so that people can read a little bit about the thing, and maybe do an extra one, because that's the kind of stuff that pops in my head and in my brain. But if you like podcasts or you want something to listen to, I've heard it's really good to listen to while you're working. It's called Frequency 83. You can find it in the tab up top on podcasts. Check it out. Listen to it. Enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments. The worst that could happen is if you hate it. The best thing that can happen is if you like it and you're like, I want more, and then I could write more. So I actually have another episode, I think, done or close to being done. So it doesn't. Sometimes I try to do an inspirational quote at the end of it, and that's what I'm kind of stuck on, because I try to do an inspirational quote based on this scenario, and I think I'm a little stuck on it. But as soon as I get it done, I'll record it, and as soon as I figure out how to get my my narrator voice back, because I had an effect that I used, so I have to get it working on my new mic and my new setup. So yeah. So we're almost to the 30-minute mark. I'm not going to go over that today. But once again, like I said, let me just recap. I am going to do some reacts videos. I've watched so much music and movies. That's Dad's scanner going off in the other room. I've watched so much music and movies in my lifetime that I can't react to something new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to it and let you know what it means to me emotionally. So you guys can understand why I like that stuff. For the movies part, I'm gonna show you my favorite parts of my favorite movies, so you guys can get into a little bit of my silly sense of humor, what makes me tear up, breaks me, in movies. So we'll do that. That's my reacts. I'm gonna try to cut down streaming a little bit. 1 week, the first week of the month, I'll do probably 2 streams. Second week, I'll do 1. Third week, I'll do 2. Fourth week, I'll do 1. I'm going to do a little bit more recording, some solo stuff, some multiplayer stuff, recording, editing, and uploading. And then we'll do some more of these. Probably do these on Fridays. Friday is really good. And I'll recap our movies on Thursday that we watch in Discord. not recap, but I'll tell you about the title of the movie, let you look it up, and give you my score. Because I don't want to tell you the movie. I don't want to tell you what happens in the movie because you want to watch the movie. So, but that's also in Discord under Cultivision if you want to look and see what movies. But like I said, so last month was I'm Just Fucking With You, The Witch Who Came From the Sea, Ouija's, Halloween Night, Mind Killer, and this month we've done Day of the Beast, All You Need Is Death, and next Thursday will be Hard Rock Zombies. You can find most of those. Hi, Moki, darling. You can find most of those on Tubi or Shudder. Shudder's not too expensive. It's got a lot of really good horror movies. So if you want to watch some good horror movies, check that out. I love Moki's face. I love Moki's face. Moki plays a lot of games with me, guys and gals. So she's also hardworking right now. So it's hard to get her in games. But she is a regular of playing games with me. I'm glad you're enjoying your new job. I really am. I'm glad it's working out. I have like 4 more minutes, Moke. I came on here to run my mouth. I have to do something for Google. But also at the same time, I just wanted to recap everybody on what I'm gonna do, like on the channel, because I want to do some more stuff on YouTube. So eventually, probably next year, I'm gonna phase out Twitch altogether and just go completely YouTube. So I'm trying to get it to where I can do memberships on YouTube. So that's what I'm trying to focus towards as well. So that's 2026. Probably saying goodbye to Twitch. The dual streaming is fun and I love it. It's good, and I might keep it. I am going to be live later. Hostile and I are jumping on unscripted RP. So I have a new character called Brad Feelgood that I want to run with. He's got to move to the city to be with his friend. Yeah. And that's kind of our mindset right now. So I'm actually setting that up in the background right now. So we can kind of like, I can go in because I'm moving from Liberty City to Los Santos because of some interesting stuff that happened. So with my character. So my character has a dark side, but also he's a good guy, but he has a dark side. It's not that he has a dark side. He just thought he was, I don't know, because that doesn't really, I can't really do the lore of that, and I want to break into it in RP. I know, Moke. Next week, I'm going to try to set up some repo. Next week is going to be since it's the last week of the month, I'll do 2 streams. And then I'm going to start my new schedule in the next month. So, but I'm going to try to do some repo next week. It'll probably be on Wednesday. So if you can, let me know if you can join. Okay. So I have it Monday or Wednesday. So, if you can join, let me know. We'll chat and play some repo. So, but that's my plan. So unscripted RP tonight, and then next week we're definitely going to do repo. I wanted to hop back at, man, there was a game that popped in my head the other day that I haven't played in a while, and I wanted to play it, and I can't remember what it is. And then Friday I'll probably do editing, but I can't remember what the game was. It's horrible. It like flashed in my head, and I was like, oh man, I haven't played that in a while, and I should play it. And I can't. Oh, Poltergeist? Poltergeist? I want to do that. Oh, crap. I just got an update. I want to do Poltergeist. Maybe it'll fix my battery life. If you guys got the new Android update like a week ago, it just absolutely jacks your battery. Wednesday? Okay, let me know, because if you could do Wednesday, repo would be really fun. I would love to have you there. So if you guys got the new Android updated like last week, it just sucks. It takes 20% of your battery. It sucks the life out of your battery. So I've noticed a 20% difference. Even whenever I'm not doing anything, it just dies so much faster. So I don't know. So, all right, I got 20 seconds. I love all your guys' faces. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I got to run. I got things I got to do. I got to grab some lunch and got to do a couple other things. I will see everybody tonight at 4:20 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube and Twitch doing some unscripted RP. Love your faces, and I'll talk to everybody later. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye, guys and gals. Love you, Moki.